What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you an attack strategy video. For this, we have a three-phased attacks. Back in the day, it was basically just go wipe. You send all your army all at once, or that strategy. And then there came out with like the birth of Goho, where you use the formation of a kill squad to get an objective, and then you have your main attacking force. So like a two-phased attack. Even when Town Hall 11 was unveiled, the developer Supercell even said that they want to see more of, quote, two-phased attacks and things like that. So I wanted this video to be about what is more of the norm now in the war scene or attacking strategies, which is three-phased attacks. It's not an all-encompassing attack, but it's just something I know I've seen as a pattern, and I thought it was interesting to make a video about. So that's what I'm going to do. For the subject, we're going to use Don Jon here against number 17 in a random war against Elite Kingdom. So what he's going to do for a three-phased attack. So the first phase is his walk. The three-phase attacks don't always have to start with a walk. It can be a suicide BK. But with this, the objective of three-phased attack is that you want to take out a main objective of a base with first part of your phase, another objective of the base with the second part of your phase, and then the third part finishing it up. So that's the mentality behind it, or what you kind of look for. So on this, Don Jon is going to use an AQ walk to basically account for, if I'm not mistaken, he'll take care of, is it all of this? That's what his walk is going to get. How he's going to get that for the first part of his phase is he'll start a queen at somewhere around in this vicinity. Then you have his healers right behind. And then his queen will step up and take care of all this stuff in this big O 5x5. Take that. This wizard tower is really no threat, so I guess my white line's off. She's going to walk this way. And then he's going to have a golem to meet. So with the first part of his phase, the main objective is to basically create a portion of the funnel and segue to the second part of his phase of the attack, which is a golem right here. He's got some wall breakers going on to let in his second part of the phase. And then he's got just a handful of wizards to create the funnel. Something like that, I believe. So there that is formed. So now everything's going to go inward like this. Okay? The jump will be here. Trying to get to the queen, you might add. How are we going to get there? You'll see in just a moment. So first part of the phase creates the funnel, segues into the second part of the phase, which their main job with some smurfs right about here to go like that is to basically take care of these things right here. Take care of all of this. He's aiming for these air defenses. And seeing how these sweepers is blowing like this, and this one's like a non-factor whatsoever. Basically, his first part of his phase creates the left side. The second part of his phase creates the right side and steps up into about this point. So by the time that he's done with this first and second phase, he's got all of this taken care of. So he's left with this top portion here, and that's the third part of his phase, and it is a thing of beauty. One of my favorite attack strategies. If I just do this, what do you think this will be? And yeah, they're green on purpose. So he's going to basically put down about 10 or 9 baby dragons, which will slowly, keeping them 4 tiles apart, which is his third phase of his attack. They're going to converge upon the queen, take her out, and the only real threat left to the baby dragons will be this guy. But by then, seeing that the queen took out most of the point defenses on the way in, the second part of the attack, I should clear all this up. So queen takes care of all of this. Second part of the phase comes in, is only taking 2 point defenses really. comes in like that. There's nothing over here, maybe some Tesla farms or something. But by the time they get here, he's got a pretty healthy tank in front of him for his royals and bowlers and his AQ. They'll get all of this. And his baby dragons will account for the remaining portion of the base, which is basically this half. So let's see how he puts this in motion. All right, so for this example of a three-phased attack, what we have is Tref Daddy, who took a break. Welcome back, buddy. You're someone I used to see on videos back in the day, so it's good to see you back. He's going to do a hobo three-phased attack. And how he's going to do this hobo is the first part of his attack, because with a hog attack, you do have to account for the CC and the AQ. So what he's going to do is bring his queen right about here, and I don't think that this actually went according to plan, but nevertheless, it was still a three-phased attack if it did go potentially as what I think his plan was. Healer's right behind. Queen's job is to take care of this, and when she takes care of this storage, going to take care of these things as well, but going to fight the teeth of three-point defenses at once, take them all out, and I believe he wanted her to walk this way. She doesn't do that though. But that still would have been first part of a three-phase attack. So what he's going to do with the first part of his attack is take care of this side of the base. What happens is she ends up getting stuck on the wall and beating through it and then taking out a lot more, and the funnel actually comes like that, all the way out to here. So that's the queen, all by herself. And then he's going to send his second phase of his attack, a miniature goe with a golem, right here banging on this bad boy. He's going to use wall breakers for his kill squad to let them in. Right about there. Sorry about that. It's all over the place. And then he's got just a few wizards to funnel. You know, something like this. Actually, I think his golem might be right here to get the attention of this archer tower. But he's basically going to create a funnel with some wizards. Like that. And then he's going to put a jump down for his BK and bowlers right about here. He could have got a little bit more ambitious and bridged these two compartments, but he doesn't. He plays it safe and just gets that. And bowlers and smurfs all like this. His bowlers and his BK. And a rage down. So their job basically is to take care of this half of the base. So by the time his first up here and second phase is done down here, look what he's left with. He's left with, and the queen is down as well. So he's left with this half of the base for his third phase of his attack. Roughly about 16 or so hogs, maybe 18. If you look at the pathing that they take, the only real DGB threat is probably, left over rather, is probably right here. But more than likely his bowlers are going to take care of that. So the hogs will path something like this. And there's no real true DGB set. This would be a silly spot for a DGB, but he's going to just heal where needed and heal over here. And that's that. So clear up markup, just to recap, his AQ first phase of his attack, she's going to get all of this. His go wee wee, or basically his go weebo, is one golem and CC bowlers and a jump and BK. Their job is to basically get this. And then he's left with his third phase of his attack, the remaining about half the base, this side right here, which is what his hogs will get. And it's really interesting to see these things getting pulled together and under development because, yeah, it's really valuable when you can pick apart a base like that. So let's see how he does, and we'll end it on this one. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.